What's good? This is Trey with Legit Game coming to you with this video. This is how to get women to chase you instead of you chasing them. All right. So if you've put yourself out there and you've made attempts to pick up different women that you found attractive in your life, you probably found yourself in a position where you are chasing a woman. So essentially you're texting her and she's responding sometimes, and sometimes she'll take forever to respond, and you'll hit her up again. Hey, how you doing? She'll be like, hi. And basically you'll have little conversations here and there. But at the end of the day, it's very clear that you are putting in the majority of the effort, and she kind of seems like she's kind of just, she's responding here and there, but it doesn't really seem like she's that interested. So basically you find yourself in a position where you're basically chasing her, right? And when you're in a position like that, first of all, it doesn't feel good. It feels weird. It's weird because it basically seems like the girl doesn't really see you as a valuable man or a man of value that she really wants to hang out with or, talk to. And she's kind of just like, all right, I'll talk to him here and there. But you're not really getting that. It's not even like she's meeting you halfway or anything like that. It's almost like you're at 70%, she's at 30%, or you're at 90%, she's at 10%. But it's definitely not 50-50, and it's definitely not, she's not putting in more effort than you. So it really is a chase, right? You're trying to chase her down and think of some clever thing to say to get her to go on a date with you, whatever. And I realize chasing women, from my experience, it typically doesn't work out. It's either, when you pick up a woman, you really have to just give your best, communicate your value the best you can in that first interaction, because once you part ways with her, you have to keep in mind, it's competitive. There are other men that she's already talking to, right? And there's men who she's not talking to that are hitting her up, that maybe she might give them a chance. Then you show up, right? And you're showing up. You got to wait in line. Basically, she's looking at you like, okay, here's another guy that's going to wait in line for me to see if he'll get a time of day, for me to give him a time of the day or whatever. She sees you as another one of these thirsty dudes. So you have to communicate that you are not one of these thirsty dudes, that she should be chasing you because you are more valuable than all those other guys that are hitting her up. So you have to communicate that you are higher value than all the men who are hitting her up, which could be, around 50 to 100 men. And that's not even a joke. It could be around that amount. It's definitely not one guy. It's definitely not two guys. There's a lot of guys hitting her up. And you don't want to be that guy who is basically at the back of the line. You know what I mean? So how do you become the guy who she chases? So basically you're the guy who's over here getting texts from women who are attractive and you are barely responding, that type of thing. How do you get to sit in her position as opposed to her sitting in that position where you're chasing her, right? So essentially you have to get very real with where you are as a person, your lifestyle, and what you bring to the table. Because it's not about how you feel it should be. It's about how it really is, right? So if you don't have any women hitting you up right now, chasing you, is because you are not communicating your attractiveness to women in such a way where they need to have it, right? Because when a woman finds you attractive and she really likes you, she will chase you, because she knows that if she gets you, her quality of life gets better, right? You can give her the emotions she's looking for. You can help her. There's some value that you have that she wants, right? But if you don't communicate that, it's not going to happen. So first things first, you have to shift your mindset. So meaning, stop chasing women. Just stop doing it. The only time I think it's okay to chase a woman is, let's say you were in a relationship with a woman and you were dating her for a long time and things didn't work out, and then you move on, and then you find out that, you do love this person because you went out, you did your thing, you went out, talked to other women, and then you realize, okay, I should never let her go. So now you're going back and you're trying to find her. I think that's okay. I think that's fine. If you realize you made a mistake and you want to go back and get that woman in your life. There's better ways to go about it than chasing her, but I do understand how that can work. Like, if your value has increased since the last time you guys spoke and you're just having a hard time getting in contact with her, maybe you might have to do a little chasing, but to an extent. Like, if you reach out to her and you tell her, look, genuinely, I feel like I made a mistake, I want you back in my life, etc., etc. If she says no, personally, I'm gonna be like, all right, she said no, it wasn't meant to be. That's how I think. Some of you may want to keep going, that's fine, but I think that's probably one of the only cases where chasing is okay, when you already know the type of person you're dealing with and it's worth it, because that they will be a good person to have in your life. But if we're talking about a girl who you haven't dated, who you haven't been with, so you don't really know her that well, and then all of a sudden now you're chasing her as if she's this amazing thing, I think that's just retarded, because she knows you're only chasing her based on her looks, because you don't know her like that. So she's just going to be like, this dude just wants to have sex with me. This dude just, you know what I mean? He don't really know who I am, and he's super thirsty. He's probably desperate, probably has no women in his life, probably has low value, right? She's going to judge you. So don't chase. Like, get that out of your system. Don't chase women. Instead, find your purpose, find your value, find your passion, find that thing that if you develop it, women will come to you. For example, if you're a musician, put your heart and soul into your music, put your heart and soul into your instrument, whatever it is, and become a beast. Because if you become a beast, you're going to attract women who want to be a part of that energy that you're putting out. If you creating a brand and people are starting to listen to your music and you have fans and stuff, like, women want to be a part of that. They want to be a part of somebody who's actually making moves, right? What they don't want, and I realize this from experience, is don't have a purpose or have something that you're working on. Then all of a sudden this woman comes and then all of a sudden she's your purpose. Like, oh shit, I have to get this girl. She's going to make my life better. Like, that's not the case. Like, it may seem like that because you're all emotional, but it's not the truth. That woman has problems and she actually wants you to help her improve in life. She doesn't want to come in your life and help you improve. I mean, she would, if you're doing it for her, I'm sure she'll do it for you, but I'm saying that shouldn't be the main purpose of why you're trying to, chase a girl. Is like, oh, I need this girl in my life because if she's in my life will be amazing. That's the wrong mindset. It's unattractive to women. Women want to chase a man. Women want to know that her man is a prize, right? So if you think she's a prize, what are you going to do? You're going to put her on a pedestal and you're going to communicate to her that without her, your life is not that great. That's not attractive to women. You have to put yourself in a woman's shoes. Like, oh yeah, I want this guy who can't live without me. Like, yeah, that's the guy I need. No, she wants the guy who she can't live without. She wants the guy who, if she gets with him, her life changes completely for the better. She doesn't want the guy who she has to be the one providing all the value. She's the one who's doing all the shit. So essentially what I'm saying is stop chasing women. Stop putting women above your career, above your life, above your health, all this shit. Like, stop doing that. Instead, focus on your purpose. Focus on yourself. Focus on becoming the best version of yourself. Focus on what you find interesting in life, not women. It's not women. Like, you may think, oh yeah, I need this girl in my life. I need a girlfriend. If you follow your purpose and do what you're supposed to do and build the life that you're supposed to build, you will attract women. Now, what you should do is, while you're building your life, while you're doing your thing, you should still be going out there and talking to women, picking up women, etc. But you shouldn't be chasing them. What I mean by chase, I mean, if you approach a woman and she says no, boom, over with. Like, it's just very weird when a woman says no, or she shows that she's not interested, and you're just still like, no, but you know, I'm telling you, we're gonna have a great time on this date, da 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 da. I mean, it's different. There's a difference between running game and chasing a woman. Like, yeah, you wanna, if she's giving you a little test here and there, like, okay, you know, see if you can pass the test. But if she's making it clear, like putting you in this weird position where you look like a puppy dog trying to chase her around, that is wrong. Because even if you do convince her to go on a date with you, what is she going to do? She's going to use you. She is going to use you for food, use you for money, use you for a car ride, use you for whatever she could use you for, because she realizes that she has power over you and that you don't have much value. You don't have any abundance. So you're just going to do what she says. So don't put yourself in that stupid situation. Don't be one of those guys that chases women around, because she's just going to put you in the category of all the other guys. Like, she's going to be like, get in line, and you're probably going to be miserable, you know, because, you know, it's just not a good position to be in. It's much, much better to be a type of guy who gets chased by women. All right. So like I said, focus on your purpose. Be the man that you are destined to be. If you're not sure what your purpose is, then take risks. Put yourself out there. Go and live life. Get intimate with life, and you will figure out what your purpose is. And probably look back at your childhood. Look at the things that you were interested in when you were a child, before people started telling you couldn't do things, and go back to that time, and you'll figure out, okay, I was interested in this, I was interested in that. Let me relook at those things, you know, and figure out who you are. All right. So that's the advice. If you want more free tips and advice on how to pick up and attract women in your life, go to legitgame.com or hit me up on Facebook, facebook.com/real Trey Morgan. You could PM me if you have specific questions. I'll help you out. Also, if you need coaching, you can ask me about that. All right. Thanks for watching. Peace.